Imagine standing where the air itself feels like a warm, heavy embrace, soft and thick with the scent of ancient moss. The world here does not rush, it breathes in slow, rhythmic tides of green and gold. You are not just visiting this place, you are becoming part of its quiet pulse. There is a secret hidden deep within these leaves that only the stillness can reveal later on. Let your shoulders drop as the humidity wraps around you like a familiar blanket. Why do we seek out the noise of a storm when our minds are so loud with worry? It is because the rain offers a blanket of sound that drowns out the chaos of daily life. This quiet tempest is not a threat, but a lullaby written by nature itself. We will uncover how the forest turns thunder into a gentle heartbeat soon enough. For now, just feel the weight of the day beginning to lift from your bones. A single drop falls from a high branch, tracing a slow path down the curve of a broad leaf. It hangs there for a moment, trembling with its own potential energy before letting go. This tiny journey mirrors your thoughts settling into place one by one. Watch how it merges with another drop below, creating a small, shimmering pool on the forest floor. The patience of water teaches us how to let go without force. The canopy above is not solid, but a woven tapestry of light and shadow that shifts with the wind. Shafts of pale sunlight pierce through, illuminating dust motes dancing in the humid air like slow stars. These beams feel like gentle fingers brushing against your skin, guiding you deeper into relaxation. Notice how the light does not blind, but rather warms you from a distance. The forest is breathing slowly, inviting you to match its rhythm. Listen closely to the distant murmur of the storm gathering on the horizon. It is a low, soothing hum, like a cello string vibrating deep in the earth. This sound does not demand your attention, it simply surrounds you, holding space for your silence. There is a comfort in knowing the rain will arrive without asking for permission. You are safe here, sheltered by the vast, green arms of the trees. Beneath your feet, the soil is rich and dark, holding centuries of fallen leaves and forgotten stories. Each step you take sinks slightly, cushioned by nature's own carpet of decay and renewal. This softness reminds us that falling is not always a failure, but often a return to comfort. The ground supports you completely, asking nothing in return for your trust. Feel the steady, silent strength rising up through the soles of your feet. A vine curls around a trunk, twisting slowly over seasons that humans cannot comprehend. It is not climbing to escape, but exploring the vertical world with graceful persistence. This slow movement mirrors the way your mind can drift without rushing toward a destination. There is no urgency in growth here, only a gentle, inevitable unfolding. Let your thoughts wind and twist without judgment or haste. The first drops of rain begin to fall, not with force, but with a delicate kiss against the leaves. Each impact creates a tiny ripple in the stillness, expanding outward until it touches your consciousness. This is the beginning of the cleansing, the washing away of mental clutter and tension. The sound grows slightly louder, yet remains soft enough to drift within. You are being held by the rhythm of the falling water. Mist begins to rise from the forest floor, blending with the falling rain to create a soft veil of white. It obscures the edges of the world, narrowing your focus to what is immediately present. In this fog there are no sharp lines, only gentle gradients of grey and green. This uncertainty is comforting because it requires no decisions or judgments from you. You simply exist within the mist, wrapped in its quiet mystery. A small frog rests on a lichen-covered stone, its skin blending perfectly with the surroundings. It does not move, trusting that stillness is the best protection against a chaotic world. This creature teaches us that being unseen can be a form of profound peace and safety. You too can disappear into this moment, shedding the need to perform or prove anything. Just be still, just breathe, just exist in this quiet harbor. The rain intensifies slightly, tapping a steady code against the broad surfaces of the ferns. It is a language older than words, speaking directly to the part of you that remembers safety. Each drop is a reset button for your nervous system, calming the frantic pace of modern life. There is a loop opening here about how sound shapes our sense of time. We will return to this rhythm later when the storm reaches its gentle peak. Lightning flashes in the far distance, illuminating the canopy in a brief pale lavender glow. It is not frightening, but rather like a distant firework celebrating the power of the sky. The thunder follows slowly, rolling across the land like a deep, soothing drumbeat. This delay between sight and sound gives your mind space to relax into the interval. Time stretches out here, elastic and forgiving, allowing you to breathe deeply. Water streams down the bark of an ancient tree, carving tiny paths that glisten in the dim light. These rivers of moisture nourish the roots that hold the forest together against the wind. You are connected to this system, part of a larger whole that sustains itself through gentle giving. The water does not ask for credit, it simply flows where it is needed most. Let your energy flow as freely and effortlessly as this rain. The scent of petrichor rises from the earth, a clean, fresh aroma that clears the mind completely. It is the smell of stone and soil kissing after a long, dry spell, intimate and grounding. This fragrance travels up through your nose, settling deep in your chest where worries often hide. Inhale slowly, filling your lungs with the pure essence of the awakened forest. Exhale the tension, leaving it behind in the damp air. A butterfly rests its wings on a wet leaf, trembling slightly as it dries in the humid air. Its delicate patterns are hidden by the moisture, waiting for the sun to reveal their beauty again. This moment of vulnerability is not weakness, but a necessary pause before continuing the journey. You too can rest here without fear of falling behind or losing your place. The forest does not judge your pace, only honors your presence. The storm reaches its zenith, yet it feels quieter than the silence that preceded it. The rain is now a continuous sheet, blurring the boundary between earth and sky. This total immersion allows you to lose your edges, merging with the environment completely. There is no you separate from the rain, only experience flowing through awareness. This is the secret we teased earlier. True rest comes from dissolving boundaries. As the peak passes, the intensity begins to wane, returning to a gentle patter against the leaves. The thunder fades into a distant memory, leaving only the steady rhythm of the water. This transition mirrors the way your body shifts from alertness into deep, restful sleep. You are guided downward not by force, but by the natural ebb and flow of energy. Trust this descent as you would trust the tide pulling back to the sea. Droplets cling to every surface, catching the faint light like scattered diamonds in the twilight. They reflect the world around them, creating thousands of tiny inverted universes in the foliage. Each one holds a complete image of peace, waiting for you to notice its detail. This abundance of reflection reminds us that beauty is everywhere if we look closely enough. Let your mind wander through these sparkling details without hurry. The air feels cooler now, refreshed and crisp after the warm heaviness of the storm. It moves through the trees in gentle breezes, carrying away the last remnants of humidity. This breeze brushes against your skin like a soft whisper, signaling that it is time to settle deeper. The forest is exhaling, releasing the energy of the rain back into the atmosphere. You exhale too, letting go of any remaining resistance. Silence returns, but it is a different silence now, full of life and quiet contentment. The birds begin to sing again, their songs tentative at first, then growing in confidence. This renewal shows that endings are merely beginnings in disguise, wrapped in softness and care. You carry this quiet strength with you as you drift further into sleep. The storm has washed the world clean, including your mind. Sleep now, safely held by the green.